What's up, gamers? Welcome back to the same level we've been doing for like 2 weeks now. Maybe we can finish it today. So let me remind myself where we're at. I believe I'm making the frames over here. And then the goal is to put the frames on the guy, which is going to be sitting here. Let's just see how things play out. She is definitely lagging. It does not like running this. That's probably not helping. Yeah, I feel like that I need to do lag optimization tech. So where are we at? Over here, we drop the frames into place. Over here, this goes through. I think the welders are coming around the back right now. Yeah, there they are. They're lining up for a drop here. There they go. So, I want to catch them under here. Oh, good God. And then go weld those guys. Let's see. We can catch them right here. And under this table thing. And let's see. We want to go up. And over the roots. So let's see. Okay, that comes up to there. That's pretty good. Good God, does it not like starting and unstarting the level. I'm really challenging it. How tall are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're 10 tall. Great. So I can go ahead and build this. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's where we want to drop from. Is that the right height? You can do it. Come on, there we go. We need to go one higher. We can do that. There. This won't work anymore, but I can put him over here. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3. A little bit of this action. So that actually lines them up perfectly for a drop here. So yeah, we can do that. And then catch him, bring him back up, drop him somewhere else. Yep. And then cycle it. How do we deactivate it? I'll make a bunch of little thingy things. Let's see. So here, but we don't want those because it'll connect to that. So there we catch it, or catch the welders, and then let's see. How up do we go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a lifter, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hang on. E. Okay, good, that's working. And then a lifter here, and then one there. Actually, this is not quite the right height. But this will be. I think it makes sense to do this drop next. Oh, no, it makes sense to do this one so we don't have to rotate. We only rotate them once, you know? So you come over here. I think that's right. Then blocker there. Install the upside down belt guys. There's one. There's one. There's one. Oh, put that back. I think that just works even if I don't support them. Oh, I do want to get rid of that block though. Yeah, it really does not like restarting the levels at this point. So let's see. What's going to cause that to drop? We can do a little delayer thingy. Get this out of the way over here. And then we have our piston. Is going to shove that onto a little belt cycle. Maybe this will be longer. So we need to connect to this guy underneath. So that will be one here, one there, one there, I guess. I wonder if that's long enough. Let's play it safe, because I really don't want to have to run this more times than I need to, because it's gonna take so long. There we go, hook that up. And then we need another same thing like that over here. That's a counter. I don't think I'm in the way of anything here. I gotta make sure not to sort of overload any of the circuits. Oh, like, see, that's a little bit too high. I can solve that, though, by starting it here instead. And then... connect that to here. Like that. And then sensors. I think 4 is the right number. Based on, you know, nothing. So that... oh, hang on. These are going to miss. Nope. Yes. These are right. Because the welders are going to be like that. So they'll do the weld I want. Okay, great. So then this drops down to here. And again, I don't want to weld to the floor there, so we'll catch it like this. And bring them up and under roots here. I do need to rotate the welders. Had issues with this before. Having to do with how close they were together. Oh, there's my previous staircase. Okay, good. Let's do something like this. Or I can just sort of build the same staircase just next to it. Probably. Alright, so now we need 2 rotators. One here, one there. There we go, and then connect those so they don't fall. That should get the welders turned around. Then we just build the same staircase. And the same... Ooh. Alright, actually this doesn't matter anymore, we can get rid of that. And now this is going to line up a drop kind of behind this wire. Do we have enough height to do this one? That would be an interesting complication if it's too short. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's plenty of room. It doesn't need to go this high. So, it needs to be a blocker here, which means that this wire should go around it. Actually, there. Actually, there. And then the belt should be here, which means they should come onto it from behind. So, I mean, that'll do it. That's a mess, but it'll work. And then let's see, sensor here. That's kind of a ways away from the piece we actually care about, so I'll make a long loop here. Maybe even more than that. I have no idea how long this loop should be. We're just going to wing it. And then sensors across here to connect to this thing. Yep, sneak it around behind there. Down under the roots. There. So that should get that side welded. I think. Then we need one more on the other side here. So if that's going to drop here, we want to catch it right here. Yep, right here. Under the little platform. If I get it over here, we can climb on this wall. I think that's right. Should probably check that. Yes. Good lord. So 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope, here. 1, 2, 3, here. Is that gonna be high enough? I think that's high enough. 1, 2, 3, and then this way. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect. Although we're gonna collide with this, well, we can fix that. And then we need the upside down ways conveyors. So let's see, one here, face it that way. Is that really right? Yeah. One there, one there. So they'll go up this and then over here, ready to drop here. That means we need a guy there. And we'll put the sensor above this time just for the hell of it. And our little contraption can be here. I have done the other ones right? That one goes back to the block. That one goes back to the block. Where's the fourth one? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, that one goes back. Okay, we're good. We're good. And then as usual, the sensors are going to go on the last couple. And then that all connects to this thing. So let's bring that out and up. Oh, that's kind of fun to connect it through the top. Let's do that. There, that's fun. So now the welders are facing... I guess I do need to test all this, see if it works. Get rid of this again. And then if this frame is done, how am I going to get it off? Could have a piston here. That will shove it this way. And the piston activates when a welder gets to this belt down here. I think that does it. Yeah. Okay, I guess I do need to run this, so here goes. This should make the big frame pieces. Now I just need to figure out how to get them on either end of the thingy thing and then put it in the gold. It's that simple. Running this to completion is gonna take like an eternity. Although actually it occurs to me that... Alright, stop. This frame piece and this frame piece aren't connected. So pushing this is not going to move that. I can solve that with a belt going this way. Actually, it'd make more sense to pull it out this way, though. Then a second piston here. Actually, do leave that belt going that way. And we hook both up to the same guy, but from underneath. So like that. And that should get both of the frame pieces off the little pedestal. Okay, now send it. Now send it. Until I think of something else I did wrong. So that's built. Now we're going to go make the lid and the floor. Oh, hang on. There we go. There we go. There's all the beams. Going to make the lid and the floor. And then there's the there they are. Here comes the frames into place. Meanwhile, here comes this stuff. The welders are going to connect these guys with some drops. With a drop. Now it puts that on the hat there. Meanwhile, the frames are in position. Welders come through and weld this stuff together. Now here's the new bit. Oh, I can get rid of that little outcropping. Alright, gonna drop and weld the frame on this side. Alright, successful frame weld. Now they need to come over here, do it again. And there they go. That's one frame built. They are getting rotated. Now they go up the staircase again. And should end up over here for this drop. There they go. I could speed that up, but I don't really care. Then they land down here. They should go up this staircase. And then line up for this drop. There they go. And then the frames, okay, that's incredible. We actually have made the frames. This frame only gets this far because it hits that. That's okay. You can do it. So it has to turn there. We don't need those. Great. Okay, okay. This is we've made the frame. That's fantastic. Over here, this guy is just kind of sitting there. Let's push it forward. So or is this in the way? Yeah, this it doesn't have the frame on yet, so this is okay. And that is gonna fire once we hit there. That'll shove this guy forward onto the riser. I want to build the final assembly platform at this height. Is this the right width? 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So. This will be the final assembly platform. Which means this thing needs to go up a lot. Because, well, I want to slot it in the middle there. This could just be a belt. As long as I brace this side. And get this one in first. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. And then, okay. So this needs to raise up by 2 blocks. The thing is 10 blocks tall. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Extra one for good luck. Upside down belt goes here. Connect that to this. So that should pull this off of this platform, drop it here, and put it in place in the middle there. Then we need the frame pieces on. This frame piece is currently hitting this thing. They're 6 blocks wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I put that there, oh, I also need to sort of move them past each other. Okay, that'll be easy because I can send one just out to outer to deep space there. So we'll get one in place here. That looks right. 2 more belts. Did I line this up correctly? Yes. Fantastic. So above this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3. Have an upside down belt. 2, 3. Have another one. That I think it's gonna just hit the wiring. Yeah, can I make it not do that? Yeah, I can. I can make it not do that by just hooking it up like that instead. So that clears the wires, or at least it should. Get rid of this. Alright, and then so we'll do corresponding down here. 1, 2, 3, and then a lifter, and then 1, 2, 3, and then a lifter, and then 1, 2, 3. And then this one should drop it in place. Okay, so that's that frame dealt with. The other one needs to slot in back here. So what I'd like to do is sort of stuff it through this hole in the side there. So let's bring it over and then lift up. If that's the first one, 1, 2, 3, it will just clear this, I think, right? I think it clears that. Let me test it. Yes. Okay, stop. The noise it makes when it stops is not good. Alright, 1, 2. This is tricky though, because I'll need to do the back ways conveyor belts 6 blocks back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. I think this one goes here. And this one goes here. Does it need to go up more than that? How many did the other one go up? You had to go up 3 times, so we do need to go up 1 more. 1, 2, 3. And then lifter. 1, 2. Ah, okay, so it would run into this. I can reroute this, right? Yeah, we can just move some of this stuff. Wire can come up and over through this hole. Connect that, rotate that, and we'll bring it through this way. Honestly, this is probably plenty long enough anyway, so there. And 1 here, 1 there. There, that should do. And then 1, 2, 3. And then I want it to come this way. But I'll put a block here to make sure it's fully past the thing there. Then this comes around the outside here. And it's going to slot in right there. Oh, a bunch of stuff just fell. Because I didn't support my lifter staircase. This one here. Let's see. There. I think I've got the dimensions right on those, but I'm not certain. So we'll have to see. Was 10-1 the circuit board? Because if I've got a whole world full of multi-week puzzles ahead, then that's going to be a challenge, to be sure. What's happening? We're making the sides, I think, or the top, the hat, and the floor, right? So that's being made over there. Here comes the sides into position. There goes the hat. Just barely cleared this, but it made it. That's the floor, even. This doesn't work. We can't have a piston here. Also, the piston would miss anyway. No, it wouldn't. But still, we can't have a piston there. I see, because I slot this in just underneath. Okay. New plan. Piston here with a belt on it. And that'll push forward and then push the whole thing forward. If I supported it. The noise it makes when it restarts is so unhappy. I don't like it. Alright, time to sit through that whole thing again. Let's stand here. I was gonna say resetting this is gonna be a nightmare. It shouldn't be too bad because it's just resetting the flip-flops back at the start and getting the welders back in position. It's just waiting for the reset is gonna be a nightmare. I do enjoy how just a whole bunch of shit is just happening all over the place. So now the floor should go where the floor needs to go. Yep, floor's in place. This comes out, lands on top. Welders are going to go through and drop to weld this together. Oh, I think they welded it to the floor. So get rid of that one. And then it still needs to be supported. So put a block there to support it. There, now it won't weld it to the floor. Classic blunder. I mean, technically most of this floor is not doing anything. It's just there for me to keep in mind where the piece lands. But, I mean, that's important. Is knowing where the piece lands. Incidentally, the piece lands sound like a low-level dungeon in like a fantasy RPG. Let's go up and over here. I hope I've gotten these other bits, these bits right. I wonder why that didn't weld to the, No, I guess it did weld to the floor before, I just didn't notice because I didn't ever try to move it off. come the welders. Nice. And then that has indeed put this die in place. Now the welder's gonna come through, assemble the frames. Immediately there's a giant freaking block in the way. I think that'll just get pushed off though. I hope that'll just get pushed off. Otherwise we gotta sit through the whole thing again. Nope, nope, I'm stupid. Does this work? No, this doesn't work either. Okay, so this side there's a freaking thing in the way. This side is too low by 2 blocks, which means you'll also be too low by 2 blocks. All right. We need to get rid of this obelisk. And that should fix that. And over here, I think that will work. You know, it's possible. Yeah, okay, let's send it again. At least the everything up to getting the guy right here, that all works. And there's a great spot. I can pass the welders right along the back. So this is actually nearly done. Somehow. Gotta open a new drink, so have to lose the fast forward. Again, I wish the fast forward was a toggle. Like you hit F once and now it's on fast forward. But what can you do? Ah, I see the problem is that this is in the way of this. We can fix that. I think just that will fix it, because this isn't wide enough. So, there. Send it again. But that's what I was worried about with sort of crossing the streams into older parts of the build. I've done not a bad job of compartmentalizing things. Like, you know, the frames are over here, the planks are over there, the big pieces over here. But it's still, it's gotten to be a bit of a mess. I'm not gonna lie. So assuming this all works, what we're gonna want to do, the welders are facing this way, and they come out on this belt here. So I need them to face this way, and then pass them along back here, and then shove this thing forward, replace one of these bits of this letter A with belts, and then reset everything. That should be doable. Alright, there goes the big piece. There go the welders. And that's one frame done. 1.5 frames done. Alright, here's the big moment. Now the pieces are too short. I thought it needed to be up by 2. Okay, so that's a problem on this one in particular. I think I could solve that though by dropping this one 2 and then dropping the corresponding belt by 1. So the problem is that they're not reaching... Okay, so I need to drop each of these by 1. That's going to be a problem. I'll fix that in a second. Connect you there. You're connected to the wire. Connect you. Connect you. This one's not going to work because it'll be in the way of that. But we can do this. And then drop this belt correspondingly. I think that should work. Okay, so then I'm gonna assume that works. We pull our welders out, and they need to go behind this once those guys are in position. So let's see. We're aiming for here. But we also need to release them at the same time. So we're going to have a belt here. But really that means having a belt, let's say, here. With... one of these kind of contraptions on it. Actually, I've forgotten how to build. That goes there, piston there, sensor here. That'll guarantee that they sync up. And then connect this around the back to here. Will that hit the frame? No, because this is the very left edge of the frame. So we need the welders to get onto this belt. Alright. So if that's the case, that's where that should go. No, actually we can do one more. Okay, that works out incredibly well. Assuming that they can make this, and I think they can. So, they'll go around the corner. Let's delay them a little bit. Around this corner. Now, if we're facing this way, and I want to face this way. Okay. We're facing this way, I want to face this way. That looks like it's the right one. So one of these up top. Support it like that. And then a bunch of the Nova Special here. And then I think that does it. So that will run the belt, run the belts beyond past here. Then a piston up here. Once it's all welded, that welder's coming this way. Sensor there. Activates that piston, pushes forward, pushes this into the goal. Also should reset everything. That's going to be a nightmare. These don't need reset because I just crushed them to death. This does need to be reset. And bring it underneath here. And over there. And then down this part of the building, I'm sure no one's ever used in a solve before. And under this beltway. There, connect that all up. Actually, is that too early? That might be too early to, no, because that one takes forever to reset. So that's fine. And then I guess I need a new one of these. I'm going to try connecting it to the same one as well. This might be a mistake. Because I'm thinking that the welders are going to need some time to get into position. Is why I'm thinking this could be a mistake. But we're dealing with pretty far travel distances, so maybe that's fine. These other ones don't need to be reset because I just have them getting eaten constantly, so that's fine. I don't think I used many other flip-flops anywhere. The welders need to end up here, and they're already facing the right way, which is fantastic. Should be room for an upway right here. Am I doing this right? Yes. Well, maybe. We've hit the ceiling. So that means that that's the end for that. But unbelievably, this is kind of worked out. Block here, drop there, around the back, piston, sensor, connect them. Okay, now I just need to put the beltways in. Okay, I see the problem. I can fix this by dropping that and then putting that on the roof. There we go. And then this also needs to be dropped. There. I guess it makes more sense to connect all the wires to that, but I think it'll be fine. I bet the welders make it here before the big pillar does anyway, so it shouldn't matter. And this takes forever to fill in, so a little bit of a delay is probably okay. I think that's all the upgoers that we need. It is not impossible that this solves it. Ooh, unless the welders get there before the frames do. I might need to delay the welders. Yeah, I probably do. I mean, it might be fine. I put a little delay right there, you know? It's probably okay. So far, looking good. Is my staircase going to be in the way of this piece? Looks like it was not. Here come the welders to attach this. And now that's ready to go. Building the frames. And then the turn right, that's important. Yes. Are the frames in place? No, they're not moving. You are... Okay. So they're both stuck. You are stuck on... This guy needs to be up one. And that guy will need to be moved as well. Okay, so this guy needs to go up one. Got it. You are stuck on this wire. We can fix that like that. Yeah, nothing should go through there, so that's okay. And then this one, this was too low. And then that tells me this is also going to be too low. Yeah, I think that's right now. Okay. Once again, not impossible chance that this solves the level. Can I like look at this to make it easier for it to render? Like, computer box is not happy with this one. This is a pretty good aim. This is a pretty good angle of the whole factory, though. If I walk forward a little bit, the when the lid comes through, it should shove me, which would be funny. Yep, here it comes. There, me when I get you. That's the floor, that's not the lid. I keep getting them backwards. Alright, now we make the frames. I feel like about the frame system, this is pretty compacted as far as, you know, as far as the min welders to welder thing. Ah, I've broken something. Ah, they no longer hit this sensor. Cool. How did I break that? Oh, I guess this isn't supported anymore. Oh, it's connected to this block now. Weird. Okay. There, that's what it's supposed to do. I think that's what it was I had connected it by that wire to that block. So the whole thing, that's crazy. Alright, so we gotta wait 1,000 cycles again. Let's go. What if I stand up here? This is not a very good view, I don't think. About on this corner. I mean, you can see I've made a mess, but none of the specifics, really. This is okay. You can see my very not wasteful storage line there. Alright, here goes the frame. Let's take a look at that. Here comes that. Those should get welded together, and then the welders will go on this underneath. Yep, there they go. Gonna make the frames. Nice. And then over here. Nice. There they go. Okay, so now we need to see. Welders coming up. Did the frames make it? They did not make it. You threaded perfectly into this sensor loop, which is funny. So I need to move those two sensors. The other one almost made it, but hit this belt line. Okay, we can fix that. So that just means I need to drop this belt by 1. That's easy. Already got a wire here for it to... Ah, no, that's not easy. That's where the welders go. Okay. But this belt doesn't need that piece. Because the piece it's moving is so big. Yeah, that's fine. Just do like that. So that's left side sorted. This, I think the welders need to be delayed more. And if they don't, I mean, a little more delay is not going to hurt anyone. You know, at this point, I'm not winning a speed award, so they can just do that. And then there. Okay, so finally, this frame slotted in right here. So we'll replace those two sensors with top-down sensors. And then get rid of this belt that hooks this way. And instead, hook the belt inside. Like that. That should free up the path for the frame to go through. Yeah, because it's hitting this, and then it hits this. So that needs to be clear, and that is clear now. Okay, once again, it is plausible that we beat the level. And I've added more delay to the welders so that the frames will be in place by the time they get there. Probably don't need as much delay as I added, but I do not care. Is the welder staircase at the end gonna work? It looks good. It looks good. That seems a little bit wasteful at the end there. I feel like this isn't supposed to be that low, but it doesn't matter because it should work anyway. Alright, here's gonna go this piece up and over the roots. There you go. Make the frames. I think if I float right here, the frame should go around me. It should be pretty cool. What was that? Oh, that's the little block circuit. Nice. So that right frame's in place, left frame's in place. The welders missed. That's not good. Did this whole thing drop? Maybe this whole welder way is not supported because I'm stupid. That's exactly what happened. There. Now it is. I think we're getting there. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, and then I can't hold fast forward while I'm doing that, so it won't even make any appreciable progress. All right, let's send it. And as predicted, it didn't make any appreciable progress since I couldn't. When I used to have to hold down a key, I would like sort of rig up something with like a tape dispenser or something heavy and kind of lean it on the keyboard. F's kind of an awkward place to hit though. I do like that part where they all just waterfall in. Good thing these outside frames are like enormous. I can fit these really big pieces through them. There's that. Alright, one more. Here they come. Welders on their little vacation. One frame in place, other frame in place. That's actually not too far off. Okay, so I welded these to the belt, which is not great. That is easily solvable though by simply not being an idiot. But we do have to sit through the whole thing again. Oh, good God, okay. Get rid of that, and then replace it with a belt here. Also, don't put a block here, put it there. So this will carry the frame to the finish line, and we don't end up welding it. Although actually I could also just do like that. I mean, that would also work. You'd think I would notice stuff like that by now, like, oh, I'm going to weld to the frame, but I still don't, so what can you do? I could maybe like rebind the keys and get speed up to be like on spacebar, because I could weigh down spacebar pretty easily, but it doesn't seem worth it. Ooh, could have an issue. I'm actually, before we wait the full cycle time. Come on, you can do it. I'm gonna put a block here so that this belt doesn't push it off of the, doesn't push it off the path. Because I was thinking, okay, if this belt takes priority, I have this in place to keep it from shoving everything over to the left. But once it rolls forward one block from this, I don't know if that's going to take priority or if this would. So we just add a block here, to keep it on this path. And I think the welder belt is too high, isn't it? Yeah, the welder belt's too high now. Hang on. Hang on. How have I managed that? Why can't I move you down? Oh, okay. So a quick and dirty fix is to do that. Does that break anything? It's connected here. That doesn't connect anything though. I think that's fine. Yeah, so like that drops, but I think it's okay. This isn't any more than the other ones, right? Oh, so now I could just have had that belt up here the whole time. Oh well. Oh, that's not going to work because my other freaking block. Ah! Right, 2 issues with this plan. 1, do that. 2, this sensor needs to be here. Yes, that's wasteful. I don't care. So now the welders will go by, welding that to the floor. This will punch out. Okay. And I think the welders can still make it up this weird staircase. Yeah, because they'll hit this top one and then, yeah, they'll be okay. They'll be okay. Probably. I was thinking it'd be cool if you could sort of save state. Okay, play this from, you know, cycle number 1000 or whatever. But then that runs into issues of like if I save state and then sort of do like build blocks that would prevent me from reaching that save state, you know, I could have issues like that. I used to play this game Line Rider. That it was like you just draw a little path and this little guy on a little sled sort of just goes down it. And I think it had like at some point introduced like a checkpoint. You could put a checkpoint. So you, instead of having to play your course from the start all the time, you would play from the checkpoint, right? That made like, you know, getting to the new bit way easier. But I would run into issues when I put the checkpoint down and then unknowingly made a change that affected something towards the start, but I already checkpointed past it, right? 1 weld, 2 weld, push forward. Does this what they want? Thank the Lord. Okay, does it reset? Welders are back in place. Are we generating blocks? No. Why not? Why didn't this fire? Because I didn't connect the damn wire. Okay. Okay. You... There. I wonder if that's a problem that it triggers for like 1 frame. It's probably fine. Because nothing would even be at the point it would hit it yet, so you know? love how terribly wasteful this is. Just all the eviscerators just constantly eating these. That's great. But this is absurdly wasteful. Alright, making the frames. There goes that piece. Oop. Welder's going into that. Here they come through this part. Frames being assembled. Frames are in place. Welded. Made it. Now, has it reset correctly? Well, there's not another new big pole, so that's bad. Are there more of these? These guys are coming in. So I've done it. I've not done the reset right for the big pole. Ah, it's probably this. Why are there just random bits of wire disconnected? Am I losing it? I feel like I'm losing it. Where are we looking? We're looking over here as those build. I kind of like, I liked all the individual systems here, like a lot. I just, it takes too long. And that is kind of a complaint I have with this game in general. I mean, the welder thing really makes it like 100,000 times worse. But I do think towards the end, the levels don't get so much harder as they get longer. So it just takes longer to play them. Although I guess in this game, I don't know how you would do a level, you know, longer levels and harder levels are kind of the same thing, right? There's more things to connect, so. I don't know if that's a fixable problem, I guess. Lid on. I realized I could have done that. That connection could be in the same motion as other, like this drop does not need to happen, but I already baked in the drop, so I don't care. Alright, so we're going to see if this resets. There those go. That's not actually too bad on the welder timings. Yep, and then that one goes into space, so that's perfect. And then this is going to get back into position. And then these guys, yeah. I thought the welders would be back long before these ever did their thing. Now, do we make number 2 successfully? This is huge right here. If number 2 makes successfully, we're cooking. Welds over here, assemble some beams, and then assemble more beams. I kind of like how this all works. I mean, like I said, I like all the different subsystems I've made to make this all work. It just takes so long. Are we gonna get the hat and the... Yeah. Yeah. Hat lands on place. Then connect the foot on. Nice. Over here we build this. Genuinely, the welder drop, like, I might start using welder drops for vertical welds, playing this normally. I really like this. This works great. Has that made number 2? Oh, I think we've got it. And it's going to take about 10,000. I think there's an achievement for taking 10,000 cycles. like a reverse achievement, like, you know, you did really shit kind of thing. I already got that one, but I had to do it like I made a giant delayer loop, you know, that would then chain into a second giant delayer loop. This one's actually doing something the whole time, which is ridiculous. It's just not very good at doing it. Hang on, is something gunked up? Nope, nope. I see pieces moving. It's slow. There's the waterfall. There's the hat and the foot. Hat on. Yeah, right here, the 2 welders would have welded the hat on anyway, so could have just done that. Skipped a drop, but whatever. Not worth fixing. So this round will probably finish 3.8 cycles. So it's probably going to be like 1,200. It's going to be 12k cycles to do this. Oh my god. Let's get a different angle on it. It's hard to even see all this shit that's going on. And then those blocks wobbling like that. I'm glad there weren't more issues with, like, oh, this belt's in the way. Like, we had a couple of this belt's in the way, but it was always sort of easy to move the belt out of the way. You know, you can get into real trouble when it's like, oh, this belt's in the way and I really need that belt there. We're nearing the 5,000 cycles mark. It's probably going to be done with number 6, right around 5,000. Or sorry, done with number 4, 6 left. That's what I meant. I don't even think it's going to finish number 4 by 5,000. There's 5. Will we hit 5.1 before it submits number 4? Nope. We hit it right after. Alright, so 5.1 for 4 means 10 is going to be probably around number 8. Yeah, I'm thinking 12k cycles is a good guess. Oh, this is a train wreck. And have I really only done one other level in 10? Like, I did the circuit board, and then this, and then we've done this for 2 weeks? Because I don't like how that doesn't bode well. This one did... some of the time, they give you more, like, big parts. And it's sort of... You know, I don't know. I'm not... The 2 welders really struggle at making big parts, which is most of what we're doing. So, this was kind of really their weakness, is assembling lots of little cubes into big parts. There's a world where the next couple levels aren't as bad as this one because we have to do fewer big pieces together, and the puzzle's like, how do you weld them together rather than how do you assemble these shapes, you know? But we'll see. I maybe could have picked a better sort of way to make the parts that would make them go together more easily. I think this one's not bad though. Like the structure, and then the hat and foot which weld in, and then I think that design's not bad. The one thing I would change, like I said, is just I could do the hat and foot at the same time, and that barely matters. Yeah, so it really pays to think about the weld order like before committing. I'm out to talk about it at this point. It's just watching it make the next 5. Actually, if we've only submitted 5, we're about to submit 6. I'd be more like 13. Yikes. There's another one. Stand here. Can we see anything interesting from here? Let's see how this works. I like this little, where it grabs it. That's pretty cool. And these weird angles to do the welds. Actually, this part's really cool. I like that a lot. And then we go over here to the beam assembly factory. This is kind of not interesting, but it, you know, it gets the job done. I do like how I did here with the 3 patches of 4 each, where these 2 turn into the top and bottom, and then those turn to the frame. That was pretty good. Oh, and then the stacked welds for the foot and the hat. That's pretty good. You'd think since I knew I could do it here, I would have figured I could do it there too, but not so much. That's an hour over there. There goes that, and then there goes that, and then we're going to go over to this side. Yeah, the welder drops were great. It'd be cool if there was something like a super duper lifter that would just lift like 30 blocks, you know, and just jump to these little staircases. It's pretty niche though that you need to that you need to lift something from the bottom all the way. Look at what a mess this is. Like there's so much stuff. Which is part of the appeal. It's that mad scientist energy. But also it's like maybe this is too much stuff. Yeah, because the welders literally go from like underneath that platform to like above, like they don't ever go above this, but they do go on its level right there. So they really have a journey. I like how this is, like, genuinely I like how this is designed though, where they're just ready to go when we need them. Because they didn't have to reset the flip-flop on these, it just works. I might see if I can, you know, bring that tech forward. Just have one main sort of one that controls the spawning, and then the other ones just kind of die until they're ready. I guess though it worked because I need all of these at once though. Oh, where am I? Okay, we're here now. We can... Ooh. Here's a place to stand, I guess. I'm going to make sure not to die because I think that resets the progress on the build, so prefer not to do that. I gotta check if that achievement is for 10k cycles because we just hit it, which is not great. There's definitely a lot of wasted time in terms of things like block drops or like, okay, stop this chain, okay, now move the welder, right? Where I could have I could have everything running like bang bang bang, you know, like this gets in place, welders are immediately there on top of it, they weld, that kind of thing, rather than having like a lot of the block drops I have extra delay in just because I didn't feel like figuring out exactly the right amount of delay. So but I think on the, and also I think there's something to be said for, you know, putting relevant bits near each other, because just travel time of the welders matters. Like here they go from this side all the way to the other side and they have to go all the way back. So there are ways to speed this up, but I don't think it would speed up like that much. Well, I say that. A better design would speed up a lot. Well, I don't know. I'd actually be really interested if someone better than me at this game tried the same thing, but also tried to optimize for speed. Like what they would, you know, what would that look like? I'm gonna stand here and let it crush me. Oh, the fan's really coming on now. I don't know how much more of this level we can take. So close, but yet so far. It's got to go all the freaking way around. I mean, we're definitely going to hit 12k. I don't think we'll hit 13. There goes all this junk. There goes that, and then that's in place. It's almost time. And there go the frames. It's making some unhappy noises. Hey! Let's go. All right. So, cycle score. Most people got between 1 and 2k. I got a 12.6. Footprint average is around 700. I got 2,000. Very, very nice. Good God, that was only level 2. All right, let's update that though. 10-2. 2 welders. Uh, I'll take a look at the next one, but I don't think I have it in me to do it. Crew quarters. Oh, okay, so this one is actually kind of good for us in that it gives you more big parts rather than just little parts. So I guess that's the floor. Oh, but they're not big enough parts. Okay, let's see. Interesting. What are we getting in? We get in floors, walls, this little desk thing, a little sink. We get in beds. I have to rotate those. And get in these little counters. Let's see, so. Oh, and we need a door on this side. I don't think any of the walls have a door in them. So we'll have to eviscerate that. Or laser it. Okay. That's doable. Any tricky welds here? It looks like mostly it's going to be a lot of horizontal welds with one vertical to hold the floor together, hold the walls together. Yeah, that looks reasonable. So we do the vertical welds to put the walls together. 1, 2. Oh, these are weird, hard to count because the squares are in the wrong place. Like, see, like they should be like this, and then they're offset. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. So it's a 2x2 of the walls. Ooh, them both coming on the same belt could be tricky. Although I could do the same kind of technique where I just have a sink ready and then just just dump the rest of the sinks, right? Like, so that sink's ready to use, and then when the next sink comes in, if you don't mind, there we go. It just cleans itself up. Yeah, I think the first thing to do would be 4x4 walls. 2 of those. Okay. Oh, that'd be annoying though, because it needs horizontals and verticals. I'll deal with this next. I don't think I have it in me, but let's think about how these are going to go together. The floor looks to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the floors are 2x3, the walls are 2x2. So it's like make that shape, shove it in, maybe like right here even, and then sort of drop everything into place, and then whoop, there you go. You're on your way. This actually works out super well. If I were to build it right here, I mean, 4, 5, 6. Maybe a little extra room for the welder drops. I'm thinking about using a bunch of horizontal welder drops, basically. Yeah. If I built it right here, because these 2 beds would just land like that, and then the 2 floaty beds, in theory I could put the beds on the wall before, but I don't think that's worth doing. Those ones go here, so that would just be a block here, or like a block here, let's say, and a block here. And then this is the door. Let's see, there's a little cabinet thing over here. And then a shelf here. And none of that's going to hit those blocks. So this would be like a block here, right? Holding that off. The floor. Horizontal welder drop. Horizontal welder drop. Horizontal welder drop. Horizontal welder. So it's yeah. This is doable. I'm gonna leave this set up here because I'll definitely remember what this means. Oh, and then, so then we'll just sort of shuffle in the whole piece here, and then just shuffle it on out. That's gonna do it for today, though. Impossible Game Challenges daily, whatever it is I usually say.